Welcome guys to this lesson today. This is coming from another lesson request that I had on my guitar lesson suggestion box, which you can go and leave a suggestion of your own by going to my channel and looking at the first playlist that appears below the main part of the channel, and it will say guitar lesson request suggestion box, something like that. You just leave me a comment in that video that's related to bluegrass guitar, or any of the videos that you've seen of mine, anything related to that, whether it be how to play a certain lick, how to play just about anything guitar related, I guess, and maybe screencast related. You can leave a comment there. If you have a request, please don't leave it on my other videos. Just leave it on that one, because that helps me consolidate all the other requests, because I'm more likely to forget it if you leave it on another video, because I'm always going back to that video for requests. So today's request is another user that requested this video on there, and this one is Jerusalem Ridge. Now this is a long spanning, and before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and engage my timer there. This is a long spanning fiddle tune. It took me a while when I analyzed it to figure it out. It's actually got 4 parts, okay? It's got an A part, a B part, a C part, and a D part, all right? So let's just dissect that part right now so that you can hear the changes. And it doesn't go directly to A, B, C, D and then start all over. It goes to like A, B, C, D, C, D, and it just kind of switches back and forth. So the first part you hear is that's A. And it repeats that A part again. And then that's the B part. Okay, now let me play this again to make sure that wasn't the C part, because the C and the B, I think it's the B, and the C part is really easy to mix up. Okay, so I did mix that up. B part and C part is very similar. The B part goes like this. C part, excuse me, the B part and the D part are very similar. Now we're on to the C part. Now we're on to the D part. C part again. Do that once, and then you go into the D part again. C part. Okay, I think that happens once as well there. Then you're going back into the main beef of the song again, starting back over at A. So let's go over a little bit before we get into the actual picking part of this. Let's go over the chords. That's an E or an E7. That's A. Now the B part. A minor again to E. C. That's D minor, or you can do D minor 7. To E. So A minor, D minor, to E7 or E minor. Or not E minor, but regular E. D part. It starts all over. So the D part has that C in there. It's basically the same chords progression as the C part. So the C is A minor, D minor, E, A minor. And the D part is A minor, C, A minor, E. That's A minor, okay? So that's out of the way. Now we can focus on the actual song. And this is a long one. I don't know if I'll do this in 2 parts or not, but as you can tell, there's 4 parts to the song. Okay, now I don't want to have to dissect every single thing like I did with Tony Rice's originally Untitled. That was a lengthy video series. It was 4 parts. So I don't want to have to put this into 4 parts because that just takes way too much time to sit there and analyze all this stuff. And I don't want to be repetitive. I don't want to be dragging your time out. But I do want to give you a nice, rundown of the song that you will get basically the main beef and the main ideas of the song so that you can take that with you in your picking. All right, so as with Lonesome Fiddle Blues, this actual song has a lot of that backtracking, a lot of that fancy pick stuff that I also said in the Lonesome Fiddle Blues was also in Big Sandy. So basically I just started off with a little dynamic thing, and there's also another spot you can do down here which I really love. Love that sound. And all that is you're going to play you're going to fret 2 notes and then play from the A string down. And the first note you're going to fret through the ring finger, the D string, all the way up to the 7th fret. And then your first finger is going to come back down here to the 5th fret of the G string, and that's all you're going to play. That's a good way to start a song. It's a good way to end a song in A minor. Now this also, you should be familiar with the shape and the whole idea of getting your wrist out there a little bit, because we talked about that a little bit in Lonesome Fiddle Blues when we was doing this little lick. Okay, it's got the same shape there. So that's up here, right here. Kind of reminds me of The Young and Restless or something. I can't believe I remember stuff like that from when my grandma used to watch soap operas, and when I was a kid that would come on and you just hear certain things, and when you find it on the guitar you're like, wait a minute, that's what that is. Now that's just totally random. I had to come up with something with that. That's pretty cool. The other thing was mash. And that's just something I've been messing around with. But every time I do this, I think mash. So anyway, that's just, I love having fun with this stuff. You can find out so many things. But anyway, let's go back here. I just started off. Make it sound real dynamic. You don't want to get too fast when you're starting out anyway. So that's just a quick run. Now this is all alternate picking, starting with the downstroke. Open A, 2, 3, open D, upstroke, downstroke on the 2nd fret of the D. And this is kind of a, we're not going to let this ring out. It's going to be a real quick, and then mute. And usually my fingers come down to mute. You can lift up as well, but sometimes you'll hear the sound still. And that'll be reverberating. So to kill that, I just do that. And what happens is it vibrates the other strings and kind of bounces off those. Okay, so I just kill the other strings like that. Now we're just coming back down. Okay, so now we're about to get into some backtracking. So, bum, 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 and that's important. Hear the melody in your head, and then kind of go from there. Bum, 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 bum.